Today on Meal Wars, we're getting down with some shrimp and grits. Hello and welcome back to Meal Wars. I did a little informal poll amongst my close friends, and I found that nearly all of them only eat shrimp and grits in a restaurant. Almost no one makes it at home. Well, we're gonna change that today, because shrimp and grits is easy, quick, and delicious. So buckle up, because the battle of Kiss My Grits is on Meal Wars. All right, so let's get prepped for shrimp and grits. So these are instant grits. We're all for instant pots around here, but certainly not instant grits. These are no good. These are quick grits. They displease me also, so let's get rid of those too. Now these are stone ground grits. These are the gold standard of grits. This is what we're going to be using today for our recipe. But first, a little bit more on how we're cooking our grits. So why do my friends eat shrimp and grits in restaurants? To a person, they said it was because the grits are too much of a pain to make. Now, I know that I'm at risk of coming off like some kind of Instant Pot fanboy, but I do like to use tools where they shine, and anything that keeps me from stirring grits for a half hour straight like some kind of dork, well, I'm all for that. But there are some hard and fast rules. First off, no milk in the Instant Pot. We'll add that later. Water or broth only. Otherwise, it'll scorch and you'll get that dreaded burn message. Second, we have to add some butter and or cooking spray to the bottom of the Instant Pot to avoid that same aforementioned dreaded burned message. But that's all we have to do, and then we're good to go. Now we take our butter and we coat the bottom of this pot really well with it. Then we add our grits, and then our broth. Now we close her up, set her for 10 minutes, and get to prepping those shrimp. Here I have 2 pounds of shrimp, which I've peeled and de-pooped, and now I'm gonna pat those dry. I saved the shells from the shrimp, and we're gonna boil those in some chicken broth to make the base for our sauce. One other thing we need is bacon. That's right, bacon. My stock method of making bacon is in the oven at 400 degrees for approximately 20 minutes. We'll do that on a wire rack so that we can collect all that bacon grease and use that as the base for our sauce as well. Now we drain our shells out of that broth mixture, and we add a little bit of a cheat code here, which is some Thai fish sauce. Yeah, I know, it smells like feet, but it makes our little seafood broth taste more like seafood, which is what we want. Don't worry, your shrimp won't taste like your old socks. It'll blend nicely with everything, I promise. Remember also, the full recipe is always in the description and on mealwars.com. Oh my God, what happened? So we got the burn message anyway, huh? So what are we gonna do? I'll tell you what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna panic, that's what. Because this is Meal Wars. Everything can't be a walk in the park all the time, but rest assured, these grits are gonna be just fine. We're gonna leave them as they are and let them go, and I bet you that they're gonna come out perfect in spite of the burn message. So we chop up our bacon, that was 8 pieces to be exact, and chop up 1 bunch of scallions, 1 clove of garlic, and now we heat up a pan with some butter for our shrimp. We're gonna give them a quick couple minutes cooking before we make our sauce and finish them off. Now we toss our shrimp for a couple of minutes and we see a little bit more white on them, but it's still a little translucent. And we pull those and toss them into this nice little bowl. Now it's time for our sauce. First off, we use the same pan and we get that bacon fat nice and hot. Now there are a number of ways you can do this, and I often kind of make this up as I go along. This time I'm gonna throw the bacon in at the beginning. You can also add it at the end if you like. Now we add our garlic and stir that for 30 seconds or so. And now our flour. We don't want to add too much, so I'm holding back some. Typically I would add my spices here, but I was a complete idiot and forgot to add it until later. Don't be like me and add 2 teaspoons of Cajun spice and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Well, looks like we're going to need a little bit more flour than that. I'm using gluten-free flour here. You can always use regular wheat and it'll come out just the same. And now we add our shrimp back into the mix and toss everything together. Now it's time for that broth. This will thicken up into a nice sauce while our shrimp finish cooking. And last but not least, our scallions get added to the mix. And here's me putting in the spices later because I forgot. Don't be a forgetful chef like me. And with that, our shrimp are done. Now let's check on the status of our possibly burned grit disaster. And just like I suspected, these are fine and creamy and perfect. So we're gonna add 1 cup of milk to that and 1 cup of cheese to the mix, and look at that. Not even any lumps. All right, let's get this plated or bowled or dished or whatever it is we do around here. All right, we're here for the tasting. This is my son Mason, and we're ready to go. You ready to go? Mm-hmm. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go first. Let's check out these grits, see what these are like. Perfect. Creamy and delicious, not a lump in sight. You would think that without stirring it, you'd have a ton of lumps in there, but the Instant Pot, somehow there's like magic going on in there, and it like totally clears it up. What do you think? Are you going for the shrimp? All right. Now for the shrimp. All right. What do you think? Oh my God. I'm not even going to put the lemon on it. We put the lemons out here. You know, sometimes I like to serve it with like a little bit of lemon, but I'm not even going for it. You going to go for it? You know what? Maybe you want to try it with the lemon? Sure. All right, here. Just a little bit.
The question is you.
I don't know. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Mix it up.
Oh, the lemon makes it like that's a nice little brightness. What do you think?
Yeah. Holy moly.
The sauce is just fantastic. I love it. I love it. I thought that it might want a little bit more of the Cajun spice, but actually no, it's like really perfect. It's not overpowering. Everything's perfectly balanced. It's really lovely. Really lovely.
I love the lemon and shrimp.
You love the shrimp?
Yeah.
I like the
lemon,
shrimp too.
It has so much lemon on it on my big piece.
Does it now?
Yes, it has so many.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen today. And if you haven't, well, thank you for sticking it out this long. You're the kind of masochist that we've been looking for as a subscriber, so you probably should subscribe too.
I would like you to subscribe and do it now. In 5 seconds.
You have 5 seconds to subscribe. And tell your friends. Tell your friends about Meal Wars, because Meal Wars.
Grandmas and moms.
Yeah, tell your grandma about Meal Wars. She'll be like, what? The who? The where? Huh? Yeah, tell your grandma about Meal Wars and get grandma to subscribe. We need all the grandmas we can get around here.
And also everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Just like, hey, here's an idea. Get a billboard and put Meal Wars on it. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? Yeah, no, it meets his approval. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.